it's about two sisters, and they're completely different from each other, but they love each other very much. So the two of them, with these very different worldviews, find that both of those worldviews are not enough, that the practical side needs the romantic side, and the romantic side can get itself into big trouble and needs to be practical. So by the end of the play, both sisters learn to appreciate each other's worldview.
The cool thing is that I came at it not a Jane Austen groupie. So it appealed to me as a great story with great characters, with great resistance and conflict emotionally. And of course I'm a Jane Austen reader. I read a lot of Jane Austen and before this came to me, but I think it's, you know, we've been sort of kidding about it, but we think it's a very much a date musical. We think it's a kind of musical that you're going to want to go to with somebody you love and sort of explore all of those quests that the heart takes.
I wanted to make a piece that kept the spirit of Jane Austen but brought it into a new dimension. I think that people who see the show, if they're familiar with the story, they're still going to get something very new out of it, because music lends itself to the kind of there's a lot of repressed emotion in this novel and in this story, and Jane Austen is such a great storyteller that I wanted to make sure that we told the story, but that we felt that yearning that people have for each other, and that's great for music. Also, when, like Marianne lets it all out, that's also great for music. So it heightens that emotional content of the story and gives it a freshness that even people who are very familiar with the story will, I think, enjoy.
To take a Jane Austen novel and compress it into a two-act, traditional, slightly more traditional form, and figure out what not to keep and what to keep and what to throw away and what to sort of shape shift so that you can, you know, still get everything in there without, you know, taking a lot of time. Jeffrey's kind of a master at that, so it's one of the best books of a musical that I've come across.
It's lyrical, and I mean, we have plenty of very fun comedic up-tempo numbers, and there are also very sweet, softer moments too. The piece opens up with a waltz, and it's a little bit anachronistic because it's of a flavor of a waltz about 100 years later, where in the time they would have been dancing minuets in a very much more polite fashion.
We're excited to put it up in front of a non-New York audience. You know, when you do a 29-hour reading in New York City, you're inviting your friends, you're inviting people that are sort of in the theater sort of community. And I love that this is open to the public and that we're going to get a real objective, you know, cliquey audience to come and see it.
We have a little bit more time. Usually the readings in New York, you're limited 29 hours, including, that's just 23 hours of rehearsal. And this has a lot of music in it. It's a big production, and we got a chance to sort of take a breath. You know, not every decision has to be made like this and okay, we're doing that. And you learn from that, but to hear the luxury, it feels luxurious.
Yeah, it is.
And
great.
the staff here, and the accommodations and the whole environment here is so welcoming.
We've been extremely impressed with this organization.
It's really something.
And we love that there will be feedback, that we were told that there will be written feedback, so we can cull through that after the summit and sort of pick and choose. And you know, we're good at taking notes. You know, we want to hear and if you get 6 notes on the same issue, then you know that maybe that's something you have to look at. I'm really thrilled that we got this opportunity. This is just a huge gift to go in a studio for 2 weeks and dig in.